Hiya. I just thought I'd let you know where I'm up to on the whole finding somewhere to live saga. No closer to finding a roof over our heads, but I have got some cardboard boxes now, so I can always tape those together. We just seem to get there too late. I'm literally looking throughout the day when I can. I'm looking till quite late at night. Now it's just a case of I'm looking at the same things on websites. I've emailed as many estate agents in some of the areas that we'd kind of like to live, and asked them to put us on their email list if they've got one. And so I'm hoping we'll hear something from them soon. But apparently there's just nothing coming on, and I don't know, it's getting a bit, so it's getting a bit scary really. I mean, I know something will come up, it's just got to, but it's just knowing what it is. That's the only thing. But the old thyroid seems to be holding up. I'm touch wood. You know, I'm feeling okay. I am really tired. I mean, I'm going to bed and I'm tired, and I'm waking up and I'm absolutely tired. And but I'm not having any more nightmares than I normally have. You know, I have those anyway. And but I'm just really tired. But then it's understandable because I've got a lot on my mind. So, you know, I'm thinking about houses when I'm awake, and I'm going to sleep and I'm thinking of houses. Yeah, so we still haven't really actually got inside to look. I think we've looked inside 2 places so far, and neither of them were quite what we thought or how they were really described, and they just weren't suitable. What I'm frightened of is that we're going to try and push and make something fit when it actually doesn't fit. And the thing is, we can't afford to make a mistake because we haven't got an endless amount of money. So whatever we throw into this move means we're stuck for a while until we can save enough for another move. And that's why I suppose I am being picky, because, you know, wherever we end up, we're going to be there for a little while. And I just, you know, we've got a baby now. It's not like it's just Andrew and I. So, I mean, I don't know. I just don't know. Something will happen. Something will come up. I just know it. Thing is, like, there have been some things that I've quite liked, but they're just in completely the wrong direction. Which I think, like, there's a bit of me that thinks, oh well, at least it's a house. We're still going to be just as long or too long to go to work, and it wouldn't be somewhere I'd want to stay. Anyway, in the meantime, whilst that's happening, last week my husband took the baby to the doctors. Whilst he was there, before he even started talking about the baby, the doctor straight away said, "How are you feeling?" to my husband, and my husband lied and said he was feeling okay. He was asked a few more questions. The doctor checked him over and wanted to admit him into hospital straight away, because he's not that great at the moment, and all this palaver's not helped him. My husband, I think I might have mentioned before, has got hypothyroidism. Can't say it, so I'm really sorry. Amongst a load of other things, and stress. I mean, thought I didn't do stress well, but he does not do stress at all. At the moment, this whole having to move thing, he's obviously, some of it's going in, but most of it he's blocking, so he's not really looking at houses or talking about it really, unless I push the subject. But I don't want to push it too much because I don't want to make him ill or too worried or too anxious. And his blood pressure's like a bit high too. So anyway, yeah, he refused to go because it was on the same day I had my big panic attack. So I feel a little bit to blame because he didn't want to leave me. And he was saying to him, "No, we've got a lot going on at the moment. I just haven't got time to go into hospital." So he didn't go in. I wish he would have done. Then, a few days after that, he spoke to somebody who recommended that he goes into convalescence care. and he mulled that over, and he got back to the person. We had a little talk. I think he could really do with it. He's really needs to do it for quite some time. I think it'd be really good for him. It'd be relaxing. He could just get away from everything. He could get some care that he really, really needs. But he spoke to somebody about it, and they were saying there's a place that they can go, and they've got bungalows, and William and I could go along too, and he'd really like that. And they were saying it. He was explaining as well about the situation, and they were saying, oh well, it doesn't have to be short term. There's a chance that it could be. The impression we got that it could be for a month or two, which the thought of being apart like for a month or two, I just hate, and I just think it'd be really sad for the baby as well. But if he needs it, he needs it. But as it happens, with them saying that, we'd be welcome to come along too. You know, that would be great, because we wouldn't be split up as a family as well. I think also maybe it's coming at the right time, because I mean, but then you see, this is the thing, he's been told this, but then the lady who actually deals with it is off for a week, so we've got this all going on in our heads, and can't even make any decisions because the lady who actually deals with it isn't here to speak to. And then who's to say we speak to her and then she says, well, I don't know why Doris said that, because, you know, that's not how it works. It's just you come in and it'll be 3 weeks or something like that. So and I know we won't go, so I'm kind of eager to find out, so at least then we know where we stand. The only thing is, it's just over 2 hours away from where I work, and we went to see it a couple of days ago, and it was really beautiful. To be honest with you, by the time we stayed for about an hour, had a look around the place. There was a play place for William. You know, you're surrounded by countryside and forest, and by the time we left, we both felt quite relaxed, and it was almost like we'd had a little break. So I think it would probably be quite nice for both of us, but I just don't know how we're going to work it, because like I say, it's over 2 hours away from where I work. Obviously can't afford to give up my job because I need to get paid. I suppose I was going to say I could rent a room somewhere here, because we were saying if we did go into there, we could put all our things in storage. Best case scenario, if it's a couple of months, it would give us a little bit more time to look around, so maybe we won't be making you know, like what's the word, you know, like a quick decision, a snap decision on where we want to set up home, and making the wrong decision. So it'll give us like a little bit more time to think. But like I just don't know how to work it, because also, even if I did rent a room nearer to work, we've still got William, but we don't have any family here, so we haven't got anybody that would be able to take care of him for the hours that he's not in preschool and I'm in work still. So just don't know how to work this one out. Because I'm part-time as well, we William's entitled to the free child places. He's 2 and he gets like the 2-year-old funding for preschool. We wouldn't be able to afford to do it on our own, because that's another thing. Because I was thinking, even if we were down there while Andrew's convalescing, it's just would seem mean for William not to be in preschool, because he loves it so much. You know, we happen to explain to him that he can't go today because it's the Easter holidays, and he's like, tomorrow school. And we're saying, no, not tomorrow. So we're off now for 2 weeks, and obviously he's got no concept of time really. He's just really sad that he's not going. He loves it. The staff love him. He's a clever little thing. He's just, and he's so sociable. He needs it. And as much as he loves being with us, and we have a great time together, and we do lots together, he needs the company of other children, and then I'm thinking, well, if we're only there a couple of months, would I even be able to do that? Can he enroll somewhere? Oh, I don't know. Help. So yeah, at least, I mean, it seems like a good option to go there. I just don't know how to work the whole work thing. Just don't really know. But I know Andrew needs it. Ugh, gosh, I'm so tired. Got any miracles out there? Send them my way. Do you know what though? I feel like a big negative Nelly, because I just think, oh my God, get a grip. You know, I've had worse things happen than this, you know, and dealt with them all by myself, you know, completely on my own. You know, much worse things. And, you know, at the end of the day, you know, you're switching on the TV and you're seeing people come into the country with just the clothes on their back, nowhere to live, and they got children. And, yeah, I think their day's a little bit worse than mine, I'd say, wouldn't you? So it's not the end of the world, and something is going to happen. I know it will. It's just the unknown, isn't it? I just kind of, I wish I knew which way to turn, which is the best decision. It's not getting any easier. In fact, it's getting, if anything, it's getting a bit harder. It's like as well, you know, like just to throw something else into the mix. I saw a job advertised for down in Devon, and it was just like, it sounds like the job I've been sort of wanting to do for years and years. And you just think, and like the closing date is, what are we in now? End of March. Something like beginning of April. And you just think, God, if, you know, if we knew we were going to be down there, perhaps that would be an option that I could apply for there, and then I'd keep on working. But then I love the job that I'm doing now. Oh, oh well. Anyway, I thought I'd let you know how we're getting on. No closer. I've got boxes now, and I've got the tape and things like that, and I've even ordered some, it's called shrink wrap, you know, like the plastic you can wrap around the boxes just to keep them safer, especially if they're going into storage. But you know what, some people are so cheeky. I asked in Asda, is there any chance that we can have some boxes, and the lady at first said no, because of health and safety, they get ripped up or whatever and recycled. But I was like, oh, it just would have been really handy and blah blah blah. And in the end she said, oh okay then, you know, well, I'll get somebody to phone you with, you know, to come and to collect them. Guy phoned a few days later, said how many did we want, he said he'd put them aside for us to collect in the morning. I'd completely forgotten that we'd said that we'd go and pick them up at 8:30. And then as it happened, you know, it was one of those days where everything was happening, and then we got the baby in the car, and then he needed a nappy change again, so we had to like rush back and do his nappy and then get out again, and we went straight there. And the lady looked, and when I said to her we'd come to pick up the boxes, she looked at me a bit strange, and I said, oh, I went through the whole, I phoned up and he said he'd put them to one side, and I got a phone call, blah blah blah, no, we're a bit late, sorry. And she went, no, she said, it's not that, she said, you were in this morning, you collected them. And I was like, nope. I wasn't. She was like, no, they were there and they've gone, because she came in. Is Siobhan? And I said, yeah, that's me. She went, yeah, you came in this morning with your husband. And I like looked at Andrew, and he was like, no, we didn't come in. We've had a bit of a bad morning. And she went, oh my goodness. She said, a lady came in. It said her name was Siobhan, and took all the boxes. She took her about 2 or 3 trips with her husband to get them all. She kept coming backwards and forwards and put them in the them in their car. She must have read the label that we put on the boxes. She was really annoyed about it. My husband was a bit taken aback. I just started laughing, because it pretty much just sums everything up, how everything goes for us. And I actually just thought, well, do you know what? Well done you, using your initiative. And what gut, how brazen do you have to be to go in, lie about your name, and then make like 3 trips backwards and forwards getting these boxes? I just think the cheek. Just, I don't know, I just find it funny. I know I shouldn't find it funny, but I did. She said that she'd get some boxes. Oh no, wait. So then the manageress or floor manager or whatever, the important person with the walkie-talkie came over, and they were standing behind the post. And the lady started telling this one about the boxes going missing, and she said that the lady's just come in to collect them, and she went, oh what, the no-shows? I thought, no, we're not no-shows, we're just late, life happens. And yeah, okay, we should have maybe phoned up, but we didn't, because we didn't realise we were going to be that late. And just thought that was a bit mean. So anyway, yeah, she said that the other lady said that she'd put some aside, and or she'd let them know to put some aside and that they'd phone back. It's been like a week and nobody's phoned back. But in the meantime, when I've gone in, happened to see a young man stuck in the crisp aisle. And apparently it's the crisp boxes they give out, and he had a big stack of them, and I was like, do I ask? And I was like, kept walking past the aisle. He probably just thought I was some old nutcase eyeing him up. And I was just like, oh God, because you know, I'm not that cheeky normally. And I just thought, oh, for God's sake, just ask him. And so I went up and I was like, you know, any chance can I take those boxes? And he like looked at me like a loon. And I was like, and I explained that we did have some put aside and that somebody had stolen them, and he was quite happy for us to take them. But we didn't tell the lady at the desk, just in case, so because we could do with more, because I didn't get that many from him. Now I just need to start actually putting stuff in them and marking them up. I haven't packed a thing. I'm off for 2 weeks. I will definitely start packing tomorrow. Definitely start packing tomorrow. Definitely. Because I'm thinking little and often. If I do a little bit every day, then it should be done then by the time we actually have to get out. Yeah, and we're going to hire a skip and take the opportunity to like declutter, hopefully. My husband's a bit of a hoarder, but he's promised. Actually, it was his idea, which I nearly fainted. So we'll do that. So that's right. And I just think as well, like I said, I am tired. But if this had happened this time last year, my thyroid would have just probably exploded. And but it didn't. God was kind, and he waited to lay it on me this year. Now I'm medicated and I can handle it. You know, you don't. What do they say? You're not given more than you can handle, and what doesn't kill you makes you stronger. So we'll see. No, it'll be all right. It'll be all right. The meds seem to be working. I'm only up in every week rather than every 3 days. So far so good, and hopefully I'll stay on track like this. And I really need to read up on when to stop upping it. I don't know if it's just when you're feeling rubbish or what, I can't remember. And to be honest with you, it's funny, isn't it, what your priorities were, because at one point it was like all I seemed to do was Google and read up on thyroid things. And now it's like, whatever, I'm taking these meds, I'm feeling kind of okay, really need to just find a place to live. Well, that's it, that's me for now. I'm okay, not feeling too bad, feeling a little bit confused and nervous still, but optimistic. Just keep thinking happy thoughts, please. Who knows where we'll end up, who knows. I could win the lottery between now and then. Could end up in Malibu. Alright, take care, and I'll speak to you soon. Hopefully with some good news. Keep your fingers crossed. Bye. Help, I need somebody. Help, not just anybody. Help, you know I need someone. Help. When I was younger, so much younger than today, I never needed anybody's help in any way. But now these days have gone, I'm not so self-assured. Now I find I've changed my mind and opened up the doors. Help me if you can, I'm feeling down. And I do appreciate you being round. get my feet back on the ground. Won't you please help me? And now my life has changed in oh so many ways. My independence seems to vanish in the haze. But every now and then I feel so insecure. I know that I just need you like I've never done before. Help me if you can, I'm feeling down. And I do appreciate you being round. Help me get my feet back on the ground. Won't you